So what is the law of assumption? The law of assumption is what it sounds like. You're assuming that what your wants and beliefs are have already happened. You're basically living in the end state. How is that different from law of attraction? Well, law of attraction focuses more on like vibration and your feeling, and it takes so much longer to manifest things when you focus with law of attraction, right? When I've had the fastest results with things, like instant manifestations sometimes, like literally the same day, within an hour, is through law of assumption. So where did this all originate? If you're familiar with Neville Goddard, he's the grandfather of law of assumption. It all started from him, and where he essentially says, you gotta live in the state of the wish fulfilled. So you're coming from the end state. You're like, okay, what do you want? Like, let's just talk about SP. You want to be in a loving, committed relationship, a happy marriage with SP. So you just think from that place, like, how do I feel now that I'm married to my SP? How does that feel? And it puts you in that state of mind when you start imagining and feeling it. And feeling is so powerful because some people aren't great at visualizing. And if you're not, that's fine. I mean, if you can just feel it or hear somebody saying it to you, which is called like the telephone method, someone calling you and telling you about your manifestation having already happened and how you feel hearing that. Those are some really effective tools to kind of get started with the law of assumption. And you can manifest anything you want, a change in your SP, a committed relationship with SP to say certain things to you, a certain status in your career, like fame, fortune, however many subscribers on your YouTube channel, you name it, you can have anything you want. You need to work past your limiting beliefs though, and really focus on self-concept. Self-concept is key because so many of us, we manage to attract things that we want, but we don't keep them because we push them away since we're stuck in our old belief that we almost don't believe we deserve the new life or good that we've received. So yeah, you definitely want to work on self-concept so you can like manifest in and keep what you've manifested in. And I'm going to tell you right now, success story for me. Okay, so I had an SP that I hadn't talked to for over 9 years, like so long, right? You would just think, obviously you're never going to talk to that person again because so much time had passed. But on inspired action, I went on a vacation. I was working on myself for so long. I had built like a perfect life that I loved on my own and just happy in my situation with myself. Coming from that state, I actually liked one of his pictures on Instagram. I didn't even follow him or message him or anything. And then he messaged me, DM'd me within like an hour and liked several of my pictures and was just asking how I was. Long story short, we got into contact again and, we've been talking ever since. There was a week where I didn't talk to him when he was busy with, some work stuff. But what I did was I kept on affirming, hey, he's in love with me. All he ever does is think about me. He wants nothing more but to be with me. He loves me. Doesn't it just feel so good to know that SP loves me, that he wants to be with me, that he only sees himself with me forever? And just things like that I'm unforgettable, I'm irresistible, I am number one. So notice how I'm mixing affirmations for him as well as my self-concept together. When you do that, it's so powerful. So after the week of no contact, after we reconnected, I just kept on saying those affirmations and just feeling them and just kind of like, you know what? I'm good. Like, I know he's going to get back to me and I'm just not really worried about it anymore. And then that was the Sabbath state, right? Where you pull your energy back and you're like, well, I'm good either way. And then the next morning he messaged me, I'm just thinking of you. And now he's telling me that he wants me to love him. He wants to be with me. I mean, things are just getting so serious. And I manifested all of this, because back in the day, I didn't have that same self-concept. And I used to always tell myself that I wasn't successful in romantic relationships, and that's what I got. But literally just from self-concept and affirming, I've completely turned it around and fast, and you can too. So thanks for watching, and there's more videos to subscribe. Thank you.